what's cracking, what's percolating, what's really good in the hood. It is your. Ooh, I'm trying to see if I'm live, and I don't really see that. Hold on, don't like that. Don't like that. Don't like that. Let's go back in. Let's go back in. I need to see if I'm live. I need to see if I'm live. Okay. Okay. Yeah. 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 We live. We live. We live. We back. Shout out to my brother Daryl and everything like that and everything. Just did his live over there on Be Real with D-Real and everything. We were doing a live in which I'm trying to figure out what when it went left. Like that's where I'm at with it. I'm trying to figure out where it went left. And that was with me before we went over there where my brother was. We back and everything like that. But we gonna continue our discussion. What has T'Challa done that has bothered some people? Like to the point where if you say anything good about this character, folks is mad. Like, I mean, folks hot. Like I'm trying to figure out what is it that this character did. Like, I know the late great Chadwick Boseman played the character, but I didn't know that that was something that was gonna cause folks to dislike the character. Right. If you say you want to see the character, that sparks outrage. Folks tell you to get over it. The character is dead. Just let it go. That's crazy because the character's still alive and well in the comic books. But I ain't ever got to have this conversation about no other character because they just get recast, and it's always something different. But anyway, even when we talk about the character's accomplishments and everything, because shout out to my brother Daryl, I hear stuff. I don't necessarily lock in. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I just don't. It's just life too short to acknowledge everything that's said. It is what it is. This whole thing about Shuri. Now, I don't have to tear down Shuri to uplift T'Challa. I don't. But it's not lost on me that I see certain things that are just adopted as facts when they're not. I was watching this video on YouTube today, and they was talking about Sam's wings, his Falcon suit, in evolution, right? They was not talking about the comic books, not one damn time. But they attributed his Winter Soldier, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, his new when it Captain America, they attributed that to Shuri. No. And see, folks get that type of influence, and it's like, well, if I say Shuri didn't do it, you mad. She didn't know. If I say T'Challa did it, you gonna say it don't matter. But then you're gonna turn around and say some stuff like when somebody asks you, is he equally as smart as Reed? You're gonna say no, he not. And you're gonna say his sister is the smartest out the two. When to a degree, the reason you giving his sister them type of props is because she's been given credit for some stuff he did. You don't read the comic books. That's not a problem. It ain't. But you gonna be mad at the person that does, and then get mad at the character. Like, you don't want to hear nothing positive about T'Challa because you feel like every damn thing about T'Challa is tearing down everybody. No, it's not. Like, you don't hear folks bashing Shuri to say T'Challa is the one that created his habit, his costume. That wasn't Shuri. That wasn't Shuri. Not trying to tear Shuri down. That just what's going on, K Civic? Yeah, not tearing Shuri down. Shuri has done some impressive stuff. Like when she was going after Namor, she designed her suit specialized to go after Namor. That wasn't T'Challa. That was Shuri. When she came up with her defenses, like the spider beads and everything like that. See how I'm telling you stuff about Shuri? Spider beads in which she could dehydrate Namor. Yeah, she didn't rely on no ship for that. She didn't need to get Namor in no airship to dehydrate him. No, she created her own beads to do that. Yeah, she did. She did. Now, am I in good standings with you now because I know some stuff about Shuri? Am I on your feel good list? Because I'm telling you some stuff about Shuri that didn't pop up in the MCU. For instance, she wasn't just walking around as just the Black Panther when she engaged Namor. No, she actually also had on her own superpower exoskeleton. Now, are you mad at me because I know that about Shuri? She did that, not her brother. Now, but now the Komoyo bees, that's him. You mad at me about that? Now, I know where you getting your information from. It's from the MCU. But if I take you back to the 60s and I say to you, hey, 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 T'Challa created that Quinjet that you see the Avengers flying around in, even to today. Yeah. The Quinjet that you see showing up in the MCU, yeah, the black guy from Africa created that. Yeah, now, are you upset with that? Because I'm not upset about the white guy in New York creating unstable molecules. I'm not upset about the white guy in New York creating a Hulk Buster. I'm I'm actually proud of those accomplishments. Oh, damn. A Hulk Buster. But now there's a dude in Africa that's also created a Hulk Buster. Can we give it up for him? Or we just don't like it because he did it? I'm just asking the question. I know the dude in New York did the unstable molecule. The dude in Africa did shadow physics. And I know we see unstable molecules be talked about a lot and everything like that. But that's not the character's fault that writers don't come up with ways for him to use shadow physics. It's not. You mad that I know that? That what that character didn't accomplish don't mean that. What's going on? That's my brother Dad right there. Y'all make sure y'all pull up this live. He just ended. He was supposed to be taking a shower. Pause. He said that on his live. Don't do that. Brothers know stuff about each other. Brothers know stuff about each other. Hey, bro, what you getting ready to do? Man, I'm getting ready to take a shower. All right, bro, I'm gonna holler at you. Don't do that. Right, stop. So I'm just trying to figure out when we started disliking this dude. Like, you liked him in 2016, right? You did. You remember? You remember? You remember when he had his dad and everything like that, and he said, "Baba." That's not English, by the way. And we were like, "Damn." Now I don't know how you felt. I know how I felt. That's not how his dad passed away in the comic books. Claw deleted his father straight up, mano a mano, face to face, no room to breathe. Yeah, we putting paws on each other. Shot that dude point blank range with a sonic cannon. And that's when there go my elder right there, Mr. Ray Smith. We not tripping on Bruce looking at the pearls hit the ground talking about I'm gonna become a vigilante. Why we not acknowledging the dude that picked up a sonic cannon and is responsible for Claw missing an arm? We're not taking the dude seriously because a lot of his key attributes were given to other folks in the MCU. That's the damnedest thing. Now, if you didn't know that before today, then that says a lot about where you've been getting your content from. But that's him. So we got early on in the day, and then the fact that the dude outsmarted Reed in his damn debut. I don't even know what to do with that one. Then if I back up before then, I got the two dudes that, because I don't know when we started discrediting creators. It's like we going above and beyond just to say we don't like this damn dude. And you got to tell me why. Like I need you to tell me why. And I need specifics because I'm pointing out specifics here. We got the two damn dudes that created this dude. And don't nobody question what these damn dudes do. You picking and choosing. Because the same two damn dudes that can sit up there and say Reed Richards and Dr. Doom are the smartest two dudes, the smartest dudes. One just the smartest, the other one are the same two damn dudes that said, and this black dude from Africa is just as smart as them. Where's the problem? Who do we? Does the name Neil deGrasse sound familiar to y'all? Like what we doing? Ain't this dude known as him when it comes to scientific intellect? Ain't he him? Yeah, he him. So we got a problem with this. I ain't got a problem with Bruce being seen as the smartest dude over there in DC Comics. I don't have a problem with that. But now, do you have a problem with Bruce saying, I low-key believe Michael Holt is the smartest person? Yeah, I think he lying. Now, why would Bruce, if you gonna believe every damn thing Bruce say, you don't want to believe this right here? That ain't me saying that. That's Bruce saying, yeah, I know what I know what the list is. It's me, Lex, and Michael. But honestly, I believe Michael is at the top of that list. You even got a damn cartoon that's aimed at kids where you got it. Hey, what? Where you rank at? Oh, I'm the third smartest man on the list. You the third smartest man on the list. Who the hell came up with the list? I did. Well, if you the third smartest man on the list, why you got yourself at third? I don't really want that type of attention. Even at Mr. Terrific, year one, I didn't write it. Michael tell you straight there, the only person smarter than him is his wife. And he thinks so highly of her, he got her listed as the first and second smartest person. Okay, well, I'm not writing this. This is stuff in canon. Now, is it being shown? Because when you get mad, I'm like, I don't mind you being mad. I want to be mad with you. I don't want you to think I want to be right. I want to be accurate. So if you say some good stuff, you didn't say some good stuff. Now I'm not getting no good stuff. All I'm getting is no. And if I ain't getting all, I got somebody on my brother's page talking about, well, I'm not gonna say he is because I don't want to take away from the other characters. What? Why is that taken away from the other characters? You know that's a crabs in a barrel mentality, right? So we really finna believe that. Watch this. When folks graduate from college, let me use that analogy right there. There's only one valedictorian. It's crazy. If somebody graduates from college with a 4.0, only one person can graduate from college with a 4.0. Because y'all stuck on this whole thing. When you saying T'Challa is better than, that's not what I said. And that's not what anybody's saying. Saying the question is equal to. Okay, well, yeah. I hear some folks where he don't do it as often. Well, he ain't in an ongoing monthly either. And even when he is in his own ongoing monthly, he got other responsibilities than just standing in the lab all day. And y'all know that. So I don't know why we acting like that. Then when you sit up there, there's an action figure right now up for pre-order on Hasbro, Marvel Legends. It's his wife, Sue Richards, as Malice. And why did she become Malice? Oh, I don't know. Because the subconscious took over. Because the subconscious was tired of being neglected by her husband. Because of always in the damn lab. So that's his story. He stay in the damn lab. Okay, well, T'Challa's story encompasses more than that. You know that. He can't just be in the lab all day. He an emperor. And he ain't being the emperor, he got to not just be on Earth, he got to be in space too, because he's a damn emperor, and he's a brother, and he's a son, right? He got to do all that. Damn it, he's low key the de facto of the Dora Milaje, so he got to make sure they good. Then he got the High Tutsaze over here. He got to make sure they good and every damn thing like that. Oh, by the way, damn it, he's also a super to the hero. He got to do all the superhero stuff too. He on call with the Avengers if they need something. Hey, T'Challa, yeah, you busy? Which is, I would think is just a rhetorical damn question. Is the dude not an emperor? Yes, every damn time you call him, he busy. Even when he sleep, He busy. He got to take time out from his damn busy ass schedule with all that other stuff he got to damn do to get him some damn rest. But you can still call him though, and he will still get up. Hey, we got some avenging stuff we got to do, and we need the most dangerous man alive. Now, folks know what they getting along with that whole most dangerous man alive. They gonna get them a dude that don't mind deleting folks, and he's adept at deleting folks. Let's just go ahead and say that right there. He's adept at deleting folks. They gonna get a strategic genius. Yeah, Cap ain't got to be there. Steve ain't got to be there. No, you got Steve Rogers, you got Tony Stark, you got you got Reed Richards, you got all that rolled up into one. You don't need all that. You don't. You said no. Nick Fury too. Dude got his own damn personal army. Don't need none of that. You don't need none of them if he does. Now it ain't my fault that folks don't write him like that, and it's not the character's fault either. But if we can acknowledge how all these other characters are written, then at the end of the day, when T'Challa is written alongside Reed Richards and Tony Stark, he's written doing the same damn thing they doing. So what is it about knowing that stuff about that character we don't like? It's a safe space. It is. It's a safe space. What is it about the character doing all that stuff you don't like or you just gonna dismiss? Because it ain't the character's fault that but Marvel don't publish the character like that. It ain't. And using a picture from David List, Black Panther, the man without fear, and or Black Panther, the most dangerous man alive, is not the flex you think it is, considering that dude was in Hell's Kitchen with no technology whatsoever, creating every damn thing on the fly. That ain't the flex you think it is. Now, you think it's a flex because you think you the only one that know. Some of us actually read them damn comics and reviewed them damn comics. You better stop playing. You better stop playing before you get your credibility hurt. I'm not gonna mention your name. I'm trying to do better, but stop being either being ignorant or you being stupid. And the fact that's where you went, because that damn you went and go pull that one out your ass. A mother mind said you being stupid. Stop. The only folks that don't mind stupidity are stupid folks. So stop. You can go pull that on somebody that's not educated with certain characters, but you would never pull that on a Batman fan. You think T'Challa ain't got, and I'm also a Batman fan. Let's just go ahead and get that out the way. You would never pull that with Bruce, so stop pulling that with T'Challa. I will hurt your feelings, and it won't be nothing personal. I come with all the damn receipts. You better check my resume. It's not a game. And yeah, I went through your Secret Wars thing because I used to rock with you. So I read I've been on you don't give T'Challa the props you're supposed to. Now, your regular fans can go for that. Me, I'm just not gonna say nothing. It ain't my job. But don't go above and beyond to be stupid when you ain't got to be. Your name is what it is. And you doing a piss poor job of it in this particular. To go above and beyond and say you don't agree with Stan Lee, why not? Why not in this instance? It ain't just you. Why is it with your followers? In this particular instance, we don't want to give Stan Lee and Jack Kirby their props. Ain't it the same two dudes who said Reed was that dude? So what is it about this other character where that can't be true? I'm just here so I don't get fined. I'm like Marshawn Lynch. I just want to know what it is. What it is, if they said it about them two characters and that was gospel, okay, then what was it? What it is over here? What it is over here? Ray Smith is in the building. That's how you know that Coogler doesn't respect the character or the source material when he gives attributes of T'Challa to other. I ain't saying. I'm just saying. I ain't saying. I'm just saying. Like I just want to know, and I want it to be a safe space. I see we got 5 people here and everything like that. Am I saying something wrong? I'm saying something that folks don't like? Saying something you heard before? Well, I just want to know. Safe space. Safe space. What is it about T'Challa that bothers you? Please don't say it's because the actor passed away. You ain't bothered about Brian O'Connor like that, and y'all ain't wasn't bothered about Thunderbolt Ross like that because y'all went to go see Captain America 4. So don't say that. Don't say it. What is it about T'Challa that, and even if you're somebody that likes T'Challa but knows folks that don't like the character, chime on in. What is it about the character that folks don't like? I want to know. I want to know. Like, why Sam flying in the MCU? Because the military created the Falcon harness? No, it did not. No, it did not. That's another attribute of T'Challa being given to somebody else. Does it make a difference? Does it make a difference? Because the only reason why Sam Wilson is flying around in Marvel Comics is because of T'Challa. Not Shuri, not no Wakanda Institute. That's canon. And that's well before we even get into the damn 70s. Like, we ain't even in the 70s like that before he already got like three major accomplishments right there. And if we gonna talk about the Vision, Ultron, right? Well, he voted the Vision on the team. He was one of them few that was there. Okay, so what is it about T'Challa we don't like? Granville T. Woods had to sue Thomas Edison over the telegraph and won. How many white people know that? Come on, Mr. Smith. Come on. See, we dropping history, and I'm of the mindset, if we don't appreciate the history in the comic books, we damn sure ain't gonna appreciate the history in the school books. One of them is definitely harder than the other one. So I want, and if we don't care about the history in the comic books, I'm of the mindset we're not gonna give two doggos about the history in the school books. And the damnedest thing about it is one of them definitely is real. One of them is definitely real. So I'm trying to figure out what the leak read. And mind you, I'm stalling out because I'm trying to figure out what is it about us as a people that will have so many of us as black people being disrespectful to other black people that are speaking highly about a black character. Yeah, I mean, either we got bots or we got folks lying with their profile pics, but it's quite a few people that's got black profile pics talking about, oh, we always just want a black character be on par with the white character. I didn't want nothing. Stan Lee and Jack Kirby said that. I don't know why I wouldn't want it though. But I ain't the one that said that. I'm not the one that created the character. I'm not the one that wrote the character achieving scientific exploits when he pull up. I didn't write that. I read it. I memorized it, just like I memorized what Reed did, just like I memorized what Tony did, just like I memorized what Bruce did, just like I memorized what Hank did. It just ain't never been a problem. I'm trying to figure out why it's a problem, because if I talk about Bruce in the same light that I talk about T'Challa, we're not having these problems. So I'm trying to figure out, what did T'Challa do? Because we was in love with him in 2016. We played dress up in 2018, and somewhere between the announcement of Kevin Feige on December 10th and Black Panther 2 coming out in November of 2022, we just don't get two damns about the character. So I'm trying to figure out what happened. I'm trying to figure out what happened. If anybody can help me out, I would appreciate it, because as I said, I don't know everything. You're right, Theo. They don't care. When it goes against their narrative that blacks are not inferior intellectually. Yeah, I'm trying, Mr. Smith. I'm trying to get everybody to help me out on this one, because I done got some of the doggone comments from some of the most doggone people. And I'm trying to figure out, okay, well, if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. Why the inconsistency? Griot the strategist. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's good. Because since I've been reading comics, I done heard folks refer to T'Challa as the Black Batman, Marvel's Batman and everything. This whole Moon Knight thing is something recent. But okay, well, if that's the comparison we going with, right? Okay, well, what's wrong with the comparison then? We don't want to take the comparison all the way. Why not? Why we don't want to take that comparison all the way? Because that would make T'Challa the smartest man in Marvel Comics, wouldn't it? Oh well, what's wrong with that? If that's what that is, and you going with that, because I'm not saying that. I said he was an intellectual peer. And even that is offensive to more than enough people, black folks included, which is that's the damnedest, that's a wild moment to me. I was this old when I realized you could offend black people by saying something good about a black character. I was this damn old. And that is a wild moment to me. Ooh on everything. Like, ooh, how far we have fallen. That's a wild moment for me. I can't even believe that. I'm like, damn, you said some good stuff about the black character from Africa. And you upset some black folks when you said that. You even got folks with a black profile pic calling you the N-word because you said something good about that character. Yeah, I'm gonna need some help. I'm gonna go back to the notes because 2 + 2 ain't had nothing to be 4 to me. T'Challa doesn't have to take a back seat to anybody with respect and intelligence. I didn't think he did. I didn't think he did. He is on par with everyone at the top. Plus, he's the king of the dead. How much knowledge, wisdom, mystical. Just you would like to think with that alone. You see how you come dropping facts? That dude knows everything, everything every Black Panther knew before him. Okay, well we don't think that's increased his intellect at all, regardless of what you was thinking back in the day, which was incorrect. You don't think his intellect is like way up there right now? Considering some of these previous Panthers have actually interacted with gods and demons and everything like that. We don't think, oh, and he know everything. And I know the writers don't write it like that, but that's not the character's fault. That is not the character's fault. You gotta have somebody like Jonathan Hickman come along and remind, oh, hey, by the way, let me keep up. The job, yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to figure because I would like to think, even with what you just said, Kamoyo, he the king of the dead. Folks would like that. You say he the king of the dead, and what you mean, and you don't like that? That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. But the fact that we got this story going on over there in Batman right now, not absolute, where Alfred's niece then pulled up, and all of a sudden this been what they've been doing forever. So now we finna retcon Batman's history. But that's fine. That's good. That's cool. I just be trying to get the consistency. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get the consistency. If it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander, and I'm trying to figure out why it ain't good for the gander. I just don't just tell me no. Tell me why your no me why your no matters. It's not his intellect that should be questioned. It ain't. Lex Silver said, "What's going on, Lex?" People like to come at you with show me it happened or it didn't happen. And I don't mind. And even when I show it, they be like, "Nah." Why no? Black Panther said people, including a lot of black people, just aren't comfortable with a straight black man in charge. You know, Chat GPT said the same damn thing. I always tell them Google and Marvel Unlimited are your friends. Right. Well, Kamoya, where I'm at with it, when you cite Marvel Unlimited, that don't matter. And I'd be like, well, what matter then? Because you're gonna come tell me, well, one, you're not gonna be able to tell me everything you need to tell me about Reed. I would probably be able to tell you some stuff about Reed. But what is it about when you say something about Reed? I'm gonna be like, yep, that's right. But when I say this about T'Challa, you're not gonna say, yep, that's right. You're gonna say no. What you mean no? Which, first of all, you got the two creators. I don't know why that don't end the discussion right there. Why that don't end the discussion? Because you're gonna tell me Reed done more stuff. Okay, well, Reed then showed up in more comics than this dude has. Reed's whole shtick is doing that stuff. This dude's whole shtick includes doing that stuff and some other stuff. But when he does do that stuff that Reed does, he does it no differently than Reed. Unless you got some proof, he ain't. Because I got proof he has. And that ain't me taking away from Reed. That ain't me saying I like him better than I like Reed. No, that and then I like it because you don't get folks saying this part. I don't know why we picking and choosing why you got an issue with T'Challa being compared to Reed if they supposed to be like brothers. Why you mad? Why you mad that brothers are being compared to each other? You in your feelings about that? Wasn't Reed the best man at his wedding? Didn't T'Challa say, hey man, to himself, I'm not gonna knock your block's wife off because you my boy? Because it was right there. Like I know. They F with each other. Wasn't Reed this dude's proxy when he was in front of Bass becoming the king of the dead? What we doing? Wasn't it them two that designed the raft? Wasn't it them two that backwards engineered the bombs to blow up Earth? You see how I ain't gotta take away from one to highlight the other one? They both there. So what is it about when we speak highly of the black character, it bothers somebody in a way that it's not gonna bother them with the white character? I just want to know, if you one of them folks that don't believe, tell me why. And don't say to me because Reed's done more. You're not gonna be able to say that if they ain't showed up in the same amount of comics, and they have not. You know that, I know that, and you're not gonna be able to say that if they're not written the same way. So let's throw that out the door too. So show me where T'Challa ain't been him intellectually. And if you in the live, say what you feel with your chest and everything. It's a safe space. Don't. And if you're gonna watch the video and everything like that, or you're gonna leave a comment in the video, I might ask you first, did you watch the video before I respond to a comment? And if you're gonna say nah, I'm probably just gonna go ahead and delete your comment, because that means you just regurgitating talking points. And I'm not that person. I went to church, and the pastor say read it for yourself. And so I don't want you repeating what Theo said. Now, damn sure don't want you repeating what somebody else just said. No, I want you to go read it for yourself. Come back, holler at your boy. Yep, that's what I'm looking for. I want you to be able to tell me why you don't like this character, because you was rocking with him before. You was rocking with him before. Don't say it's the fan base, because what you get mad at the Black Panther fan base about is dropping knowledge. That's what you get mad about. You don't like them saying he did some stuff Shuri ain't done. Well, that's the truth. Ruth, that's the truth. He done a lot more stuff than Shuri done. But then watch this. Shuri just basically showed up in publication. And even with her showing up in publication, what do we have to say that Shuri has done? Okay, well, she definitely created them wings that she be flying around in the comics. You ain't seen it in the movies. They ain't give you that. She created them sonic blasters. That's her. Yeah, absolutely. T'Challa ain't had nothing to do with that. She created the wings she fly with. She created the sonic blasters. She created the beads that she was using, the spider beads, repellents that she was using against Namor. And she created her own suit of armor to take against Namor. Yep. And she created her own subgroup called the Pride. Yep. She did all that and have a damn thing to do with T'Challa. Yep. Those would be her accomplishments right there. Yep. See how I ain't take away from Shuri? Not one bit. Not one bit. And I like Shuri. So tell me what it is about T'Challa, considering his achievements, you don't like. Come back to these notes. Low budget gamer. He's black. That's why. Damn. I wasn't ready. Shout out to low budget gamer. I wasn't ready. I was trying to be all political and everything like that. I'm gonna learn to read these. I'm gonna learn to read these comments folks before I start just saying the comment. Cause I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. What's going on, big dog? Let me see here. Kamoyo. Let me see. I want to go back to what Mr. Ray said. Mr. Ray Smith said the folks questioning the intelligence of T'Challa are the ones who need to have their intelligence questioned. You know what? I'm just looking for the reasoning, Mr. Smith, the rationality and everything like that. You know, I'm being democratic, politically correct. I believe intelligence is a relative thing. I just want to know, give me the rationality behind it, and I'm open to the discussion. I'm open to it. Kamoya said, Reed in a lab coat and Victor sipping a goblet on the throne plotting don't make them smarter than T'Challa. It be the damnest thing to me, Kamoyo, because I'm like, you would like to think, all things being equal, considering the movie coming out, right, this year, next year, and what this movie is based on, you would like to think that folks wouldn't speak ill of this dude. This dude played more of a major role in this storyline than Tony does. Valeria. Definitely Lunella. Like, I don't like if we read them comics, right? The whole last issue is him and Doom putting hands on each other. Damn near. You got Reed hollering at Sue, Valeria, right? His evil doppelganger, the Maker, Vic, Molecule Man. Reed chopping it up. It's T'Challa and Vic putting hands on each other. And when Vic think, oh yeah, I got this all in the bag, T'Challa smiling at this dude like, oh, you thought I was trying to beat you. No, that's not what I was trying to do. And you got the surprise look. You see this amazing artwork, by the way, because you can't even see Vic's face. It's his eyes and everything. Vic looking surprised like, oh, snap. I ain't see this coming. You got the Maker sitting up there talking to Reed like, I know you got something going on. And this the Maker we talking about. I don't think we questioning his intelligence after the Ultimate stories. Like, they were scared of this dude because he was so damn smart. Okay, well, over here, same damn dude. He don't know what Reed finna do. And Reed this ain't, I ain't do this. I'm not saying Reed couldn't have did it. I'm not saying Reed couldn't have came up with the plan. What I'm saying is the Maker didn't know what the plan was. Vic didn't see the plan coming. Reed was like, I didn't come up with it. T'Challa did. What we doing? Then we get further along in the story. Is that not T'Challa with the Infinity Gauntlet on, using the Reality Stone and the Time Stone? That ain't him. That ain't him who brings Wakanda all the way back. Because Wakanda was destroyed, right? The students that were there, Black Swan had deleted all of them. Yeah, that wasn't him that took it all the way back to the point where they could finish their assignment of mapping the stars. That's how we got the intergalactic empire. That wasn't him. I don't know how to do that part. I don't know how to do that part. Let me keep up with these notes. Lex Silver says people might argue Reed has made way more mistakes to learn from, but it says a lot. T'Challa doesn't make lots of mistakes. This is true. Kamoya says Reed is a nerd, Doom is a dork, T'Challa is neither. He is a smooth, articulate, and intelligent brother with style and swag. Basically, Mr. Smith, but in a comic book. He has been voted most sexiest man alive over there in Marvel Comics. You know, I don't know if that matters. uh, Shout out to Low Budget Gamer once again. Say that he's black. That's why. Kamoya says Reed's excessive focus makes him way too vulnerable at times. Doom's hubris is his undoing every time. Sound like you read comics, Kamoya. Do you read comics? Mr. Smith loves that comment as well. Kamoyo said low budget, we know. Lex Silver says people could argue that Reed has made a lot more mistakes to learn from, but if T'Challa barely makes mistakes, that's just as good, if not better. You see how I sit back like this? I'm trying to figure out why the animosity, why the angst, why the vitriol when somebody speaks highly of T'Challa. Because I'm trying to figure, because I know damn good and well I can say some good stuff about Bruce Wayne. I'm not finna get this. I'm not finna get this type of pushback at all. I ain't. I'm not. So I'm trying to figure out if I sit up here and say Bruce is the smartest man alive, and I asked this question last night, who's the most dangerous hero in the Justice League? Who does every hero look at universally as the most dangerous one of them? It's Bruce. If I say that to you, you're not gonna argue that. You might say I don't agree with that, but you're not gonna say I'm wrong. You not. You not. You like yeah. Because the question is, what did the hero say? Not what you think. What the hero say is Bruce. Okay, well, who do they consider the most dangerous man alive over there in Marvel Comics? It ain't Moon Knight. It is not Moon Knight. It ain't. I like Mark Spector. It ain't him. Yeah, I know he crazy. It ain't him. No, the hero that's universally considered the most. First of all, let's go back to this whole story we talking about. Time runs out. There was only one of them, the heroes, the Illuminati, that the Black Swan respected. It wasn't Stephen Strange. It wasn't Reed Richards. It wasn't Tony Stark. It wasn't Namor. The only cat she respected over there was T'Challa. Okay, so I don't know why you don't like him. That's all I want to know. And I want somebody to pull up and be able to tell me, and this is why I don't like to do. Let me see. Batman Beyond was inspired by Black Panther. Even the outfit is similar. No lies detected. No lies detected. Should T'Challa have pulled suit for a while? Oh, they'd have been big mad then. What's going on, Professor Mal? Professor Mal, I'm just saying this is the same guy who scared the Skrulls. Packed them up. Packed them up. If you're new to the channel, if you don't know exactly what Professor Mal is saying, when the Skrulls were invading everywhere else in Marvel Comics, they tried that. They tried that over there in Wakanda. Yeah, it didn't work out well. No. When I say packed them up, that's not me being figured. I'm being literal. They packed them up. They tried it. T'Challa and Aurora were there. Okay, well, they sent them back home. They packed up that whole ship with a whole bunch of deceased Skrull bodies and said, see Wakanda and die. While everybody else was catching hell. But then again, here's what makes this so relevant. The reason why everybody else was catching hell was because if we read Time Runs Out, like we claim we do, T'Challa left the Illuminati. Because he was like, y'all tripping. Y'all beside yourselves. That same group, after T'Challa pieced out, pulled up on the Skrull Empire. They got caught. They got caught. They got experimented on, and if Tony don't make it do what it's gonna do, they still there. That's what wound up happening. T'Challa didn't fall for that. So the Skrulls never had the technological advantage over Wakanda that they had over everywhere else, because the king of Wakanda at the time was too much of a king and a strategist to even do that nonsense, so thus preventing Skrulls from having the technological advantage over Wakanda. So when they do come to Wakanda, they don't have the technological advantage. He does. They don't have a strategic advantage. He does. What we doing? Now we mad at me for knowing that. We mad at me being able to recite that's what the black character did, because I didn't write it. I want to reiterate that one more damn time. I didn't write them stories. I just remembered them. Right? And my name ain't comic nothing. It is. I ain't saying. I'm just saying though. See what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying. I'm just saying. I feel like Lex Silver says, I feel like it's a bandwagon thing. So many people hate on T'Challa, so a lot of people just want to join the majority. That's what I think it is. They just don't offer any proof of their statements, and that's all I'm asking for. You can hate all day. Just tell me why you hate. Don't just say because my mama used to tell me all the time, oh, there's a reason for everything. Ain't no such thing as just because. Right. Well, I love my mama. That's a black woman. See, I'm doing that. Black woman, take my heat from my mama. Okay. Low budget gamer said, I'm not sure if you're into DC. I am. And here's the thing. Low budget gamer. We say we Black Panther fans, but my other favorite superhero is Batman. And I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions out there, is when we say we're fans of Black Panther, the assumption is we're not fans of any other character. We're not knowledgeable about any other character. No, nothing could be farther from the truth. I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd, and Bruce broke me in the comic books. Can I say that without being texted? But yeah, I'm a nerd, and I do nerd stuff. Great question. You said they teach Mr. Terrific the same way. He's technically smarter than the most intelligent people in DC, like Lex Luthor. You're absolutely right. I was just saying that. I don't know if you hear when I said and I said this on my brother Daryl's live. Well, Bruce low key then said publicly he believed Mr. Terrific is the smartest man, not the third smartest, the smartest man. Okay, well, I got Mr. Terrific year one, where a writer says that Michael felt like his wife was the first and second smartest person. That's why he's third. Okay, well, damn, you telling me where you at right there, because you damn sure ain't say Bruce or Lex. All right, and then you got a cartoon, the little Batman animated cartoon or whatever, that was mostly for kids, where Michael is ass. We got the little purple and black costume on with a little bit of gold in it. Well, where are you at? Oh, I'm the third smartest man. You third smartest man? Well, who created the list? I did. Well, why would you put yourself at number 3 if you created the list? And he said something sarcastic. I can't really remember. I'm paraphrasing. But he's like, I don't want all that attention. So I got in 3 different stories where I got Bruce, no differently than I got Reed, no differently than I got Stan Lee, saying that T'Challa is just as smart as he is. Bruce is saying that he believes Michael is smarter than him. Okay, well, I got Michael saying he is the smartest man. He's the third smartest person. He's the smartest man. Okay, well, I got a cartoon that I did not write, but I did watch, that says he the one came up with the list. And the reason why he put himself at third is because he didn't want the attention the first one was going to get. And as my brother Daryl alluded to, those of us that used to watch Afro Samurai back in the day, we understand that reference. You get a lot of attention when you're number 1. You say they do Michael so dirty. They need him with an ongoing monthly. DC fans hate when you say Mr. Terrific is smarter than Lex Luthor or Bruce Wayne. What? They need to be mad at Bruce. And the dude that wrote it, or the woman that wrote it, because we didn't write that. Why they mad at us? Because we able to quote what was said in the comment. Well, Bruce was just saying that. Didn't seem like it at the time. And I don't know if you can do it, but I know there's a comic book sitting out there where Mr. Terrific is playing two people in chess at the same damn time with a blindfold. And I know they thought highly enough of that character to when they put the Injustice cartoon out there, that whole conversation that was had between Clark and Michael was actually had between Clark and Barry in the comic books. Now they thought enough, oh, well, we don't mind deleting Barry. We're gonna let Michael say this. Oh, okay. So I don't know what the argument is then. I would think folks would be able to appreciate our knowledge of DC Comics. Right? So they picking and choosing with them, man. Come on, you'll say 1-800 Black Hero, which we have definitely got to get that series back started. Professor Mal says, hold on, didn't he also take down Shadowland? Going back further, didn't he discover how the Distorted infiltrated Wakanda? I can keep going. You sound like you're a comic book fan. Might you be a comic book fan? Appreciate it, Professor Mal. Low Badger Gamer. No, I didn't. I'm a sub. I like the channel. I'm new to the channel. Hey, man, tell everybody about it, man. I almost want to say it's comics and culture over here and everything like that. Safe space. I don't pretend like I know everything because I don't. I'm not going to do that. But we going to keep it a hundown for the culture. We are, and we'll talk about how representation, these characters and everything like that, how it does play into our society. So man, definitely appreciate the follow. Definitely appreciate it. Kamoyo, that's who I have a number 2 headband hanging up my He said that's why I have a number 2 headband hanging up in my cutting machine at work. Hey, that's why I'm always quick to say, hey, I don't know everything. I do not know everything, and I'm not gonna act like that. I know what I know. And what I know. What I don't know, but I'm down for learning. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Listen, I'm out, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up. This live was not about saying T'Challa is smarter than Reed. That's not what this live is about. What this live was about is, one, why is this character so disliked? And I think I stayed on here enough time, almost at an hour, for folks to pull up and be able to say whatever they want to say, why they don't dislike the character. Why do we dislike folks that are knowledgeable about the character? Right? I would like to think that regardless of what character we're talking about, you would want those who are talking about the character to be knowledgeable. Also, in regards to this whole smarter than and everything like that, where's your evidence? Where's your proof? It is a straw man argument to talk about how often somebody has done it when you know they're written differently and you know they have way more appearances. The only way it's a fair comparison if they show up in the same amount of comic books and they're written the exact same way. We know that's not true. So tell me why you don't like the character. Tell me why you don't respect the intellectual achievements of the character. Intellectual achievements that go all the way back before Rob was born. Right? Intellectual achievements that while some of us are so, so adamant to say something, be dismissive with it. We in our 20s, we in our 30s, we in our 40s. That cat got scientific exploits going all the way back to before your mama and your daddy met. But you want to underplay them. Why? This cat has scientific achievements that have been strong all throughout the MCU and attributed to somebody else. That's the truth. You can like who you like, but that's that character's history, that character's feats and accomplishments the MCU has played with, unlike they played with any other character. You saw what Tony Stark did. That's what Tony did. But the stuff that T'Challa's done, you ain't seen it. I'm not saying why, one reason or the other, but you ain't seen it. So you looking at this character differently. Well, the fact that you ain't seen it don't change it. Those are his accomplishments. So why you got an issue with the character? Why you got an issue with folks speaking highly of the character? In ways you would never have an issue with them speaking highly of another character. What's the problem? Now, don't get beside yourself. Like I said, once again, you come out, you watch the video and everything like that. I don't mind doing lives. I don't mind having debates, but we're going to respect one another when we do it. So when you pull up and you want to leave a comment, I'm going to be able to know whether or not you watched the video, because this, what I'm getting ready to say, is at the last part of the video. Don't come up just saying something and you ain't got no receipts. Don't come up with insults, right? You come in with no receipts, I'm just going to block you. Because we're all human. We're all supposed to be intellectuals, to get, regardless of what level of intellectual that is. We are all capable of being intellectuals. So make a statement. Back up your statement with facts. If you don't back up your statement with facts, I'm going to delete your comment, because you just wasting both our time. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Listen, I'm out. Thank y'all so much for putting up. I'm going to catch these last notes and I'm going to peace on out. Let me see here. Who can name 25 people smarter than T'Challa? They can't. Low Budget Gamer says Denzel's supposed to play Shadow King in Black Panther 3 so they can bring in Storm. That's the rumor. It's one of them things when I look at it, Low Budget Gamer, that will be another attribute of T'Challa that they give somebody else. Now, I don't want to say at that particular point in time, because I like to think it's before then. Folks should be asking, critical thinking people should be asking, why do they consistently give T'Challa achievements to other people? Now, mind you, this is before we got T'Challa in the MCU. I think that's a credible question. Nobody wants to have that particular conversation. This will be one more thing that should be T'Challa's feat that we're going to give to somebody else. That's a wild moment for me, but hey, it is what it is. We have Fantastic 452 for a reason. We have you shouldn't have to say nothing else after Fantastic 452, yet you will have folks that will go above and beyond to discredit it. Why? Why? Are we discrediting that the Fantastic Four made it into space? No. Are we discrediting Reed for being able to bluff his way with Galactus and the Ultimate Nullifier? No. Are we discrediting Reed for inventing a way to access the negative zone? No. Okay, well, see, that's where people get in trouble with me. I'm a fan over here. You thinking I'm just a fan over here? Well, the way I conduct myself over here is the same way I conduct myself over there. And you're not finna question me about Reed Richards over here, so you don't get to question me about T'Challa over here. I'm consistent with mine. Let me see here. No receipts, crazy work. Yep. Thank y'all for coming, hit the likes. Absolutely. That said, thank y'all so much. And remember the late great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman. Until next time, whether we get along or not, whether we agree or not, you got siblings come out the same dadgum womb. And they don't do all that, right? They don't get along and they don't agree all the time. It is what it is at the end of the day. I still wish each and every last one of you love, peace, and so we out.